Division 0. We're on the Thursday race today. Division 0 is where all skill members can play, so there isn't really any skill gap. Anyone is free to play and hopefully have a good time. We are in round 2 of Division 0. We are in Saudi Arabia. Last week we had round 1, the inaugural race of Division 0, which happened in Spain, which was won by Lancy 23 and Adam 23 with the DTR D-Max rounding up the podium positions. Now, sorry if I might seem a bit nervous, as I am. So we are in Saudi Arabia today. We have 14 drivers on the grid. We have a full quali session and a 50% race. As I think I'm well aware. If I'm not, I apologize. Yep. So this is interesting experience for me. So let's just bring up the data on the screen for you now. As this is, I'm pretty sure it's a full quali. Again, if I am wrong, please correct me, because it's a bit of a quick fire at me. So we have someone out already in the session. I'm not too sure if that's a disconnect or basically he's crashed out, but we're going to join on board now with the Alpine driver of Felix the Pirate, mainly because I really like his name. So 1:28 is the fastest lap set so far. Oh, and he spun out. Commentator's curse hits me on every league I do, and he spun out straight out of the corner. And we have someone in intermediates. So, sorry. I should bring up the chat. Tell me. Oh, sorry. My thing's glitching somehow. The stream has started, no? Apologies. If you are in the chat and you need to tell me something, please tell me on Discord, because I won't be able to check it out. So we're gonna go on board with our right now fastest driver on the grid with a 1:27.8. Now, I've heard some things about DTR Shabby, and DTR Shabby. Apparently, we have a little name for DTR Shabby. We're gonna call him Spinny, apparently. So Spinny has the fastest car right now. He's in the Alfa Romeo, and this is a good initiative, I think. Bringing I think it's a good way for most drivers to improve, but also giving a less restrictive feeling to it, as maybe, okay, you're going to be committed to it. It's Division 0, but it doesn't mean it's not a div race. However, you feel like people will be like, okay, let me see if I can improve, and let me see where I can fare up against some of the higher drivers, maybe even the lower leagues, which is an interesting concept I do actually quite like to see. As Spinny comes on the track, comes into the thing. I'm sorry if it offends you, but I was told to tell you that. So, one with Barry Bogarowski in the McLaren, obviously lap time invalidated, so nothing will be seen on there. And sorry, just checking through, maybe if people disconnected or something, let you know straight away. But I don't really have too much to comment on who I expect to be fast. This is a learning experience as much as for me as it was. Oh, and he's gone off track. However, we'll learn as we go. I can't really lie. I'm a bit of like Piers Morgan interviewing the Queen like this week. It doesn't really make sense, but we move. And I'm not too sure. Wait, sorry, yes. As Barry does start now, hopefully lap time, as we obviously have some people letting people pass through in Sector 2. He's one of the few not to have a lap recorded yet, so he'll be looking to get a time now. Ooh. And he spun out, that was out of the corner, so he will not be getting a lap time this lap either. So we're going to go over to Newton in the Mercedes. One of the only 4 not to get a lap time, obviously with DTR no jug crashing out early in quali. And so far the grid has just really stayed as it is yet. There's not much to really come back. Oh, and we have a problem. I think we have a driver who's crashed out or just spun off Sector 2, Sector 3. Maybe the AlphaTauri. Probably Hans Labua. As realistically here, I think on Saudi Arabia, it's just there's a couple of corners that if you ace, like this is one of the main ones. This little section here when you go onto the longer straight in this track. If you nail that, you obviously go through without any problems. You basically on for a decent enough lap to score on the board. And he has a little bit of a spin back coming out of that corner. Where can he push himself up the grid? Newton 21 goes up in the P6. Not a bad time from the Mercedes driver there. And we still just only have one driver out on the grid who hasn't got a lap in. And that's Barry, who comes into the pits. Oh, and we have a McLaren out, and I think that's DTR D-Max. No, he's just into the wall. Still alive and kicking, unlike McLaren this season. I'm sorry, that was a low blow. But yeah. Speaking of that, we've got final race this week. That's pretty interesting stuff, to be honest with you. I wonder if this could maybe tell how the race is gonna go. Maybe we can see a shock Alfa Romeo win. I'm gonna, you know what? If Spinny wins today, I'm gonna bet £10 that Alfa Romeo winning this weekend. So this guy could be the reason I lose money or win money. So we move. So just replying to some people. And yep, that's DTR D-Max in the pits again. Obviously, he wasn't going to improve on that time. He did spin out. And let's join on with Spinny. He seems on a faster Sector 2 time. Oh, and he spun out the corner there. Oh, and he's out. Spinny is out of qualifying. He won't improve any more time. I generally think I might have a commentating curse. That's unlucky, to be honest with you. But DTR Black Mamba goes up in the second, overtakes D-Max. I missed that, to be honest with you, because... Oh, well, that's my bad. I missed that completely. But he's on another attempt now, because his teammate has just let him through. And be interesting enough if we see enough of how we see the teamwork throughout this race, and especially for qualifying. DTR Black Mamba comes into the pits, and so does his teammate next to him. And we're gonna go on a bit to the Hans Labua. I called him out first, and you know what? He's got a cool enough name for me to go on. To be honest with you, I kind of like the car, so I think I'm expecting big things from him. And we still only have one driver without the timing. I think I mixed someone up there. I think Felix. I think Felix the Pirate has improved his time in the P7. I need to be a bit more aware on that one. Apologies for that. Obviously, just I think probably said this time we'll go back to the AlphaTauri as he comes through Sector 3 and the final corner of Sector 3. Looking for an improved time. He won't get it this time, so it's gonna have to go again. Probably gonna go into the pits. Yep, yes he will. Now, I think we're on 25 laps. Yeah, we're on 25 laps. And we move over to BV Baldi. Or BVB Aldi, I don't know. I'm assuming it's BVB Aldi, and he's a Borussia Dortmund fan. So pretty interesting to see some football integrated into the F1. And I have to say, I'm pretty impressed right now with spinning. I've heard some stuff about him, as he likes to spin a lot, as he seems to be coming into the pits as well. No, he's going through. He's not going to get improved lap time, so... Oh, wait. Oh, he did. Oh, he did. Sorry. On that. As the Mercedes are coming out the pits now. Oh, and he's spun as well. BV Baldi. It's spin central right now. It's like a disco ice rink. It's a lot of spinning, I'll tell you that much. Let's just go back to Hans Labua, teammate, Henri. Or Henry, I don't know. I'm going to call him Henri because it sounds French and it sounds... And Barry sets his lap time, moves up into 8th place. Quite a big leap, good lap to get in. We only have 4 minutes left of qualifying, so it's not a lot of time left for people to improve. And as Henri's coming through now, let's see where he can improve to. He is now near the bottom of the grid. It doesn't seem like it's going to be the first time. And Hammersuk out of the race as well, out of qualifying session as well. He's not going to improve, probably going to drop down a couple of places. And Henri moves up into 8th place. Decent lap from him. And right now, it just seems like the shabby 2K isn't touched right now. Or can't be touched, as it seems like. And we move up to DTR D-Max. Barry's teammate did spin out on one of the laps that we were viewing him on. Hopefully he doesn't spin out this final corner and see he can get an improved time. He comes through now through the checkered flag, and no, he does not improve, stays P3, improves his time, but not quite enough to beat out the Black Mamba. R.I.P. Kobe. As I think we have some, I think DTR Black Mamba still staying in the pits, so looking like he's going to go for one shot at improving his lap time. Thank you. Henri going for probably another out lap. As Barry comes into the pits, it seems like he's not going to have another attempt. He's staying in the pits. So that's it. Barry stays P9 for, or possibly could drop lower. As we go on to Bassett, he's going to have one more probably opportunity to improve. Could be 2. Hans Labua is out on his out lap as well. He's going to have just one more opportunity to improve as well. As Brent comes through sector 1, as he improves, he sets a new time. It's not that much better. It stays bottom of the grid. As it stands with a 1:32, it's a bit off the pace. But hey, this is what you're going to get with Div 0. You're going to have all types of talents, and all types of talents are welcome. As Black Mamba's out on his out lap as well. DTR D-Mac going for one shot as well. Probably so is Wesley. As we're coming down the final shots, that's it. If you pass through now, that's it. You have one shot, one opportunity, as the late great Eminem once said. Sorry, I'm just gonna go on the YouTube. Sorry, I haven't been reading the chat. Oh, we have some drivers out. D-Mac out, not going to get an improved time either. We're going to just go on board with Black Mamba. He's about to pass the checkered line. bruised, but not quite enough to pass through Shambi 2K. Shambi 2K is on pole position as it stands. As if, unless we can have a shock upset coming through. We have Wesley coming through. Faster sector 1. Comes through sector 2 now. It's him in the Alfa Romeo. Can he beat out his teammate? Can he be the better Alfa Romeo team? No, validated lap time and he spins out. He's out of qualifying. That's it. He stays where he is. Next in with one more shot. In the Mercedes. Oh, it's a short. Yes, I was correct. It was a short. It was a short quali because there wasn't enough people. I apologize. I didn't have the YouTube up, and I couldn't see the chat. I think putting the chat on screen is stupid. So, yep, sector 3. That's the Alfa Romeo out. So it's up to Nexton if he's gonna improve. It's only his shot left. Unless we have also Black Mamba, his teammate, seems to be going on for one opportunity as well. He's had a faster sector 2. He comes through sector 3 now. It's the final sector, so they need. Oh my god. It looks like a cemetery for cars. Jesus. So he's going to go on board quickly with his teammate Black Mamba now. Is coming down the final straight. He's going to have the extra boost of DRS to help him. What time can he get? Is it improved? Yes it is, but it's still for P2. Nexon comes down through. Goes up to P3. The Mercedes have a 2-3 position lock. But DTR Shabby 2K is on pole for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. I'll tell you what, that was a corker of a lap he put in. 2/10 faster than Black Mamba. So, and now all that's left is racing. So, in the words of the Michael Massey, it's called racing, car racing. Let's go car racing, ladies and gentlemen. It was quite a entertaining qualifying session, if I won't lie. There was quite a bit happened, a lot of spins. But the Mercedes look stronger. They look pretty strong, not gonna lie. Black Mamba obviously in the rankings from last race, pretty high up there. Finished. Oh, 14, sorry, I'm confusing him with DTR D-Max, who seemed to have comparing him to his performance in Spain, seemed to have a little bit of a, how am I going to say this, P4, probably around right, but like, it seemed like his performance could have, maybe a little bit more. I know he had that lap time validated, but anyway, there you have it for the grid. Shabby 2K takes pole position for the Alfa Romeo. Black Mamba next in Mercedes 2 and 3. D-Max, as I was talking about him before, is P4, and Wesley VR, Shabby's teammate, coming out in P5. Hammersuk obviously crashed out in the It's Hammerspin, he needs to say. Oh, Hammerspin. Oh, have I confused him with someone else? Oh, sorry. So what? Did I completely read that wrong? You know, for someone who has glasses, I really can't read. Like generally. You know, I'm right. I did read that right. I'm sorry. I'm confused. I don't know the lore, man. There's no backstory. You got to explain this to me, man. Otherwise, how am I meant to know, huh? You can't twiddle the thumbs. You can't beat on the leaf. One of the things I can think of. Podium Shabby. Oh. Hammer spin because he spins all the time. Alright. Podium 1 Shabby, 2 Wesley, 3 Black Mambo. Did I? What? Oh, prediction. Sorry, completely. Anyway, formation lap. So Oh, so they are winding me up. Oh, okay, sorry. I thought they were I thought they were being serious. I generally thought they were being serious. I don't know. Kai is incredible racing, right? I think I might have seen a video of that, so not too sure, not too sure. But anyway, I'm expecting some really clean. I'm expecting some clean racing, but I'm expecting some really good battles going on here. I want to see the dynamic between the two Mercedes drivers, if they're gonna like just go racing, or rather they're just gonna probably help each other out. I could see that. So we have Shabby going long on the hards. Shabby going along on the hards, probably, and we have two drivers on the softs, Bassett and Felix the Pirate. They're trying to get they're looking for a really good start on the lights out. Rest on mediums, apart from Wesley on the hards as well, so is Barry, all on the hards. Rest on mediums, probably looking at, obviously, we're looking at a one-stop, probably a two-stop for, depending how long they can go, Felix the Pirate and Bassett, probably a two-stop, could be a one-stop. If they can get it down to a one-stop and not ruin like their pace, they're in the golden zone here, to be honest with you. But other than that, Shabby looking to go long, stay on for one. Obviously, they're kind of certain for one stops, I think. A little bit of disqualification. Okay, interval, broadcast tire. No, we want position change. Alright. Well, as the drivers line up on the grid, there's only one thing left to do, and that's race. So as we wait for the lights out now, which is about to come now, we're gonna be racing soon in Saudi Arabia. It's lights out and away we go. Seems to offer a decent enough start. This angle is not the best, but Shabby 2K off on a great start down the straight. The Nexon drops down all the way down the fifth. D-Max having a great start. So is Black Mamba. Pushes up all the way up to second. And that's an incredible start by D-Max in the McLaren. Nexon retakes his position down in third. Wesley drops all the way down to second. So is Hammerspin. Just battling between the Alfa Romeo driver there, between the Alpine. He pushes him a bit wide, rejoins the track, but he takes that position back. Hammerstick stays out in 7th. Felix the Pirate, the soft's working out, pushing up into 6th place. So is Bassett up in the 5th place. As we follow out Felix the Pirate trying to make the move on Bassett. If he can push up all the way in the 5th and conserve those tires, he's on for a corker of a race. Shabby 2K already building that lead up into 1 second, getting himself out of the DRS. So we've had a problem in sector 2 with Brent. Seems like he's gone off the track, probably due to a collision. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna need some clarification on that from anyone who knows. And we're gonna go back into Hammersuck and decent little midfield battle piling on here. Not gonna lie. As Felix Pilot is really trying to make that move down. He's trying to go down the inside. What a great move, but the switchback. Bassett takes back 5th place. What a move, but leaves him vulnerable to a move probably down from his teammate. Trying to get down the slip race. They're going down the straight. What a going 3 wide. What a move. Felix the Pilot going out in 5th. Bassett drops down in the 7th. The Alpine driver's hashing it out. Probably leaving him vulnerable probably to an attack to Bassett. And Bassett does go over Hammerstick. Felix the Pirate go up to 5th. Bassett drops down to 6th. Hammerstick 7th. And could be also vulnerable to DTR. Wesley seems to just block that out for now. And with DRS coming on in the 3rd lap, if they can keep it as close as it is, we're in for a great battle going down here. He has some down his time down the straight. He's trying to go down the inside line. I think he's got that move stuck. Hammersuck goes up into 6th place. Alpine's having a great start so far to life and racing in Saudi Arabia. not a lot of people have a good time in Saudi Arabia, and so. And Shabby 2K just keeping that 1 second advantage out of the risk of DRS. But Black Mamba, however, trying to take back his spot. It was a bit of a hit and run sometimes with the Black Mamba and Nexton. They went down all the way to 5th at one point. Hammerstruck trying to make the move down the inside, and I think he's got that move stuck. Moves up into 5th. Wow, the mediums seem to be working a bit better than the softs so far. But Felix trying to get that move done. Just has a slow exit coming out that corner, fastest lap on the hard tires by Shabby 2K. Not too shabby, may I say myself. As Henry comes into the pits, probably maybe to damage. Get a look back on that. Could be some front wing damage. Maybe just a change of tires. He's on the softs. So just a change of tires by Henry. Interesting choice there. Very early pit. Maybe he's had some damage. Maybe could be a puncture. I'm not too sure. He rejoins the track back. Rejoins the track down into 13. Hansler Bua having an incident as well, all the way down into 14 and really far behind in 14th. Interesting turn of events. If I had a doubt, that was quite an interesting start there. And Andre already gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. That's not going to help him out. And we have a problem in sector 2. That could be BV Baldi. Just rejoins the track now. Comes back all the way to 12. Brent climbing back up into 11. Apologies for that. Going out to DTR. Wesley trying to make that move on Bassett. Now, it's the story so far has all been about Hammerstruck, Felix, and Bassett. They've been on a roll so far, really some really entertaining moments, and I think the fun doesn't stop there. DTR was looking for a move just that car's length behind, and he can't make the move down. But however, he's gonna have that extra helping of DRS. He could get the move down here right before even before he makes that corner, using that slipstream to help him, probably propelling him into fighting Felix the Pirate a bit more. Just a bit behind, but I tell you what, great, decent overtake by Wesley. There moves himself up into 7th, and he's really pushing hard. He wants to take this Alpine before I don't know. Maybe I think it might be smart to conserve it probably for the next DRS zones. He's got to be careful if he doesn't seem to have prone to an attack, but he's making the move, trying to make the move down the inside. They touch twice, leaving himself out of trouble. He doesn't get the move done, probably had to back off just a bit. Oh no, it doesn't, he gets the move done. Apologies for that. It moves up into P6. Felix just absolutely going off my camera view and missing that overtake completely. Anyway, Felix the Pirate drops down 7. Probably his tire is feeling the effects of being softs. Maybe softs wasn't the right way to go, because it seems like Felix the Pirate and Bassett not going how they wanted to do. No Jug obviously crashed down in quali up into P9. Cradle to start from him, probably affecting so 2 people agree. No Jug's gonna make up paces from the back and then crash. Alright, that's good to know. But anyway, DTR Blackman, we move over to the Mercedes, trying to make the move down on DTR Dinks, trying to go down the inside, and I think he makes that move stick. Oh, and they've touched. They've collided there, and he's pushed him wide, probably got off a bit wide, lost a bit of car control. I think that's just a maybe, I don't know, maybe need to give him a bit more space there. I'm not too sure. Anyway, DTR Black Mama makes that move stick. He's up in P2. Still though, he's gonna really need to push now. He's gonna want to catch Shabby 2K. Hey, Bassett goes into the pits. Could be some damage to his car. Not too sure about that. I don't know, the pit window definitely isn't open, and it's a bit early to start pitting now, so I'm not too sure. We go over to DTR No Jog. He's got that move down on Barry, and he's trying to make the move down on Felix the Pirate. Just behind him. Doesn't quite get that move to stick right now, but however, he could get him now on this straight. He has the help of DRS now, and he doesn't even need the DRS. He's got that move basically done before the help of DRS. and he moves before, and he gets that overtake done before the corner. He moves up into P7, having himself a fine little race so far. DTR No Jogger in the Red Bull. Reminds me of a certain Red Bull driver as well, starting from behind in Saudi Arabia. I don't know. Not for me to tell. Oh, and D-Max, we've missed that. D-Max gets the overtake done on Black Mamba. And next, right behind them, he's trying to feast on any mistake these two drivers do. But right now, they're keeping it clean, and they're keeping it shallow. No mistakes to see here. Felix the Pirate comes into the pits. Probably, as I said, two stop. Oh, the McLaren losing a bit car control there. He's dropped down into fourth place. Black Mamba next and tell him thank you very much, and move in front of the McLaren. But I tell you what, Shabby is just having an immaculate race right now. To the strategy, right, and to his driving, it's 3 seconds in 6 laps. That's really good. Just want to check on the new tires from our drivers. So Bassett on the hards, Henry on the softs. Quite interesting. Felix the Pirate on the mediums, and Hans de la Boa, 3-second time penalty, probably from exceeding track limits. He's down at the back. Could maybe say his race is over today. But yeah, far from pits go so far. That's it. No one really else has pitted. Shabby his fastest lap of the session. Yeah, only 4 down at the bottom really have the stops. Next to trying to get a move done, you know what? Black Mamba just has a bit too much pace for him. Oh, and we move over to Brent. Man, to make a move on Barry. He gets that move done, going around the inside. Maybe a bit of contact there. Maybe. Oh, maybe he closed that angle too much. Now I tell you what, it looked clean to me, and he moves up in the P8. Wesley gets a 3-second time penalty. That was Jug in a better position. If he can get Jug, it seems like he's on a rampage here, man. He's just tearing through every single body. Hans Labua goes up in the P13 due to Henry. Pitting again, maybe, we don't know, maybe he's, I don't know, maybe new set of tires already? I'm not too sure about that, really not. No, DTR No Jog really channeling his Max Verstappen in that car, and just absolutely tearing through the field, starting down from bottom. He's on a mission. He's a man on a mission, and we have a problem with one of the Hasses, and I think it's BVB Baldi. That's gone off, I think, for the second time, and he's spun out. He just regained control and back up, and he's now in 12th place. He's losing valuable positions here. We're going over to next him. He's just staying behind his teammate. BB Baldi, another 3-second time penalty. Oh no, it's his first 3-second time penalty. Confusing with Hans Labua. But Nexton is just really piling on the pressure on his teammate, or maybe being seen as a force of defense against D-Max, which could be, if they're playing the team game here, could be very good, because Black Mama seems to be the faster driver. Cuts down 3-second lead down to 2.7. Wesley, Hammerstock drops down, and he's got no front wheel. He's had a crash coming out the corner. He's in a vulnerable position. Wesley, no jog so far, benefiting from that. Wesley going up as well. We have a problem with Black Mamba. He's got no wheel as well coming out of the corner. Oh wow, what a turn of events. Second in the grid, and now he's all the way down to 6. Probably he's gonna have to pit as soon as possible. He's a bit far behind, so he's gonna have to be careful coming out of these corners that he doesn't clip his tires. No front wheel. There's absolutely no downforce. So for those tight corners, it's going to be immensely hard to get out of them with any sort of speed. Get out of them in general, let alone with any speed. And he's going to have to pit, and that's interesting for the race. So is Hammersuk, getting a 3-second time penalty as well. Forgot to mention that before. And he comes into the pits. Bassett trying to make the move down on the Alpine. This fight's left, right and centre on the grid. Everyone's fighting for every inch in this race. Hammersuk as well coming into the pits. Oh, and he's taking him a bit wide out of the corner. Seems to have lost a bit of the car a bit there coming out, pushing the Alpine driver wide. He has the help of DRS and he moves up higher. And he gets that move done. DTR, Black Mamba and Hammersuk rejoining 10th and 11th. And probably from the crash of Black Mamba, now I'm not sure if it's a collision from his teammate or what, because we didn't capture it, but I think it's also put off D-Max and probably his teammate as well, because the times have significantly dropped behind each other. But I tell you what, DTR No Jug, I've never mentioned already, has greatly benefited from a pair of the higher ups dropping down the ladder. With his 9 positions gained, there's only 14 drivers on the grid. You can't overtake yourself. So possible of 13 overtakes. He's got 9 of them. That's not too bad. That's not too bad, if I may say so, sir. But you know what, shabby. I just want to give a little bit of spotlight to him, but I ain't, because DTR No Jug is going to have the help of DRS now. He could get this move done. He could move up into 4th place. If he has the help of that slipstream, doesn't quite get there, needs an extra little bit more push. And probably the striking distance, so could say next lap or into next DRS zone, could be where the opportunity No Jug needs to overtake Wesley. He's on a 3-second time penalty, so technically it's just a formality, but obviously No Jug's going to want to push up higher on the grid. And he's going to want to keep it clean, because well, if he crashes out, he ain't going to have that formality no more. And he's going to be careful on those track limits. And I think the biggest losers here on the strategy-wise, I think it's Felix the Pirate and Bassett. They tried something, but it just hasn't worked out for them. They're 8th and 9th. And I think hards was the way to go. I think that was the best strategy to go on. Medium as well. Medium, I think, is what Softs wants to be. But has more durability. Definitely more durability. And DTR Jug dropping 2.6 seconds. I'm not too sure where he's dropped that there. I've missed something here. But we've missed that. On lap 11, we're nearly halfway there. Halfway through the save. And DTR No Jug pits. He's the first probably person to pit under the pit window. Probably going for the undercut. Brent comes in the pits as well. He's recovered himself up in the P6. Be interesting to see what tires they go on to. So Brent goes on the hards. He's going to look to finish out those on those laps. DTR No Jug on the hards as well. So it seems like everyone's pretty much going for the favoured set of tires, I think. And Hans Laboa speeding in the pit line, 5-second penalty. That's not going to be good for him. And if I said it before, it seems like maybe his race is over. No Jug rejoins 5th place. Pretty interesting, that is. Bassett just Felix and the Pirate, man. Felix the Pirate and Bassett are actually like a married couple, man. They just don't want to leave each other's side. It's like constant right behind them. It's like if Bassett goes through, then Felix will get back at him. Felix will go through most of it, and Bassett will just chase and chase and chase. Oh, and Hammersuk is out of the race. See if we can get a view of what's happened there. It seems like he's crashed out coming on one of the corners in Sector 2. And that's going to be a safety car deployed. Yes, safety car deployed. And yeah, Hamasuk crashes out. And pretty much a very unlucky... Is that a really unlucky race so far? Well, so far, his race is ended. That's it for him. But he had a really unlucky race, and everyone's going to come into the pits now, and those people who pitted right before the safety car are going to be creasing on those pedals, creasing on that wheel. Oh no, no, no. No, Jug and Brent have really been stiffed up here. Mainly Brent, he pushes down all the way to Pete, and he's coming in the pits again. Why is he coming? Oh, he's coming in for mediums. Brent comes in for mediums. Felix the Pirate comes on the hards. Barry comes in for mediums as well. DTR D-Max goes on the hards as well. So Shabby, Nexton, and Wesley's yet to pit still. They're on their old. They're on the oldest tires on the track so far. Henry comes in, pits still comes in for some mediums. So it's mediums and hards seems to be the way to go. Probably hards are looking like the best tire on track here today. And Shabby comes into pits now. I'm kind of curious to see what tires he goes for. I'm assuming it's going to go for the mediums. Yep, mediums. So Shabby goes onto the mediums. Nexton on the hards as well. You know what? This might have put Shabby in a bit of an interesting position here. You come to look at it, because now people are on the medium tire. And if he's going to have to defend for quite a bit, the hard tires, hard tires are faster. Obviously, Shabby can't go on the hards again. He started out on them, so probably maybe mediums was the best to start on, judging by how this race has gone. Obviously, you can't really tell when the safety car is coming, or if there's going to be a safety car or stuff like that. GTR No Job pits again on medium, so hards seeming like the not-favoured tire set here right now. Has D-Max and Nexton made a mistake? Bassett as well. Bassett pushes up all the way to P5. He doesn't need to pit again. That could be really good for Bassett here. The undercut works. And maybe, just maybe, has saved his race. And look at that. As soon as I mentioned it, Felix the Pirate and Bassett are separated. It wasn't an ugly one. It was a mutual termination. Oh. Do your team 21. I wanna put out a formal apology to Kai. I feel really bad. I did air you on messages and on Insta, and I apologize. It's a formal apology to me, from me to you. It will never happen again. I am apologizing. The cursing won't stop though, because I'm a commentator and I have the biggest amount of commentator skills I've ever seen in any race I've ever commentated. Generally, if I'm speaking about you in a good way, you're in trouble. So that's why I'm talking about Shabby in a very good way, because we want to see some trouble. But I'm joking. No, of course not. As I said in the beginning of the stream, I really do like the concept of this, the Division Zero. It's and DTR are very big, in my opinion, now a really big league now. 5 divisions, and other games, to have a division where it's still a league, you're still competing, but it's open to everyone. I find that really cool. Obviously, these are drivers that are in the already are in a league, so they're not just like, it's not like an open lobby, random lobby type thing, because they've been through the test, they're safe, they've been deep safe enough, they have like good, they are very, the attitude is good, they let people pass, they're aware. It's not those type of people are not, they have been through this process. Obviously not at the same level as maybe Shabby, who I've just been told he's a 3-time champion and the fastest there is, so apparently he's not too shabby, but still compete, because you never know how a race is going to go. And that's one of the beauties of racing in general, but it's interesting to see, like, maybe one of the, I'm not too sure who the slower ones yet, but pulling out a really good day, scoring some good points. It is a really intriguing thing, and I really do like the idea. Anyway, safety car lap, enough blabber from this idiot over here, and we're gonna go back into racing. And we already have some overtakes. What? How do we already have an overtake? I think you're gonna have to give that position back, because, you know, no overtaking allowed. No overtaking allowed. Well, racing is now on the way. Shabby gets off to a great start again, nearly over a second away. D-Max as well, keeping behind him, and Wesley next in having a terrible start. Wesley regains third position back in a blink of an eye. Black Mamba moving up. Barry having an issue coming out of the corner. Black Mamba, who's got 3-second time for corner cutting. I don't know how that's going down, but Barry drops down all the way to 10th. He's been left prone to an attack by Brent de Cesar. Sorry, he's now in P9, Felix the Pirate P8, Black Mamba P7 after that little ordeal. No Jock still taking out the P6, and he's looking to attack Nexton, who's had a terrible start. And there you go again, Kurz comes through. He's a 3-second time penalty for track exceeding track limits, and he moves up into P5. The Mercedes are reunited, just not in the position they wanted to be in. P6, P7, that's not what they wanted to see coming out of this restart, but anyway, that's what they do see. DTR No Jog flying as ever throughout this race. He's up in the P5 and gaining time on Bassett. Bassett up in the P4. Black Mamba overtakes his teammate quite easily. Nexton really having a really bad time here and could be on prone for an attack from Felix the Pirate, and Felix the Pirate is overtaking him as well. Nexton drops down in the ninth. I think we've got some damage to his car. Surely we do. He's dropping like flies. Drops down to P10. And what's going on here? He could drop all the way down to the bottom. Does he have a puncture? And he's gone off track. I think he's got some wing damage or a puncture. I've missed that. But anyway, Jug trying to make the move down the inside probably, and he's gonna have to pull out of that just before. Ooh, bit of lag there. Took me by surprise. Before he just went straight into the side of him. Anyway, obviously he's on the fresher tires. He's on the mediums compared to the hards. Bassett on the 11-lap old tires. Obviously he doesn't need to pit if he plays it right. But I think he's going to lose significant pace to DTR No Jug. And next it comes in the pits. Yeah, he must have had some damage, and that's going to be a nifty little overtake by the Red Bull, it seems like. And that gets that move done before even the corner happens. That's great speed shown by No Jug, and he moves up into P4. But also DTR, Black Mamba, looking to make that move as well, and capitalize on a dying tire set Bassett is currently using. And he's going to get that move done as well. Bassett also dropping down very quickly. Maybe staying out wasn't the right choice. And just like a Christmas reunion, Bassett and Felix the Pirate are reunited. In how am I going to say this? A really cool way. But Black Mamba though, He's looking to get that move down. DRS is enabled. He's going to try to make that move down the inside. He's going to try to move stick before the corner. And I think he... Ooh, it's going to be wheel to wheel. It's going to be close. I think maybe DTR No Truck might have the better corner exit. No, he doesn't. He has a really bad exit, to be honest with you. I think he's leaving him prone to maybe an attack by Bassett. We have a problem in Sector 1. I think that's the AlphaTauri. And that could be an AlphaTauri out. No, he's gone off, but he's back on. And that's Hans Lebua coming in. He's in P12 now. And Black Mamba gets another 3-second time penalty. That's the second penalty. He's on a 6-second time penalty, I think. And surely that's not going to help his chances at all. He's going to really need to build down a gap if he's going to want to keep P4. And Wesley, ooh, DTR D-Max getting that. He really put on the brakes on him there. And I think D-Max must have has a problem because he's basically gained a second in a matter of a corner. DTR Wesley, and you know what? Alfa Romeo's having the best of times as it stands. Well, enough about the top. Let's look at the back. And Henry, speaking about backs, right on the rear of Barry Pogorowski. And I tell you what, Henry on those mediums seems eager to get that move done. He wants that points position. He wants to move into P10. I don't blame him. Everyone likes a little bit of points now and then. Fulfill is the soul. He's going to have the help of DRS. He's going to gain some time. He won't get that move done now, but he's going to gain a lot of time on him. And he's just moving ever so close. But he just got to keep those corners tight. Murray still holds out P10 as it stands. Oh, Hans Boa gets another 3-second time penalty. Yeah, it seems a little much for him, to be honest. But Henry, he can salvage some points. He's gonna have the help of DRS coming up probably he's gonna possibly take the detection zone now. And look at that shot of these two cars racing. It'll just be really beautiful scenery. Felix the Pirate and Brent both getting 3-second time penalties. Funny enough, they're right in front of each other as well. So anyway, he's got the help of DRS now. He's going to have to try and gain. But you know what? Barry's also got the help of DRS as well. BVB Baldy here could lose a lot of positions. Henry's going to need Barry to pass Baldy. Wow. Henry's going to need Barry Bogorowski to find past BVB Baldy. And I think he has. He's got that move done. Brent comes into the pits. Henry moves up into P10. Barry gets that move done. And Henry is batting. Oh, and he's touched. He spun out the corner and he's absolutely railed him. He keeps on going. Doesn't seem to be any doesn't seem to be big damage on the car. And he moves on. BB Baldy stays in P, drops down to P10, and the inevitable has come. Henry is in the points. It feels like the climax of a Coldplay song, this race, to be honest with you. Very, very fulfilling and entertaining. And we have a problem, and I think that might be BVB Baldy. No, it's not. It's Bassett. And I think he's crashed out of the session. I think he's out fully. Oh no, he's disqualified from the session. Seemed to have crashed out, lost the front ring, but he's disqualified from the session, going wrong way. Possible, how am I going to say this? F1 EA BS, probably. Sorry, I'm just catching up with someone. Just also what's up, famalam? We're joining back with Wesley VR. He's out in P1. Shabby obviously pitted on the new softs, as basically the whole grid did, on some softs, and this is gonna be one interesting restart. I'm assuming Wesley and Black Mamba are not gonna pit. If I don't have another voice crack, please. Thank you, Jeans. Keep on having these godforsaken voice cracks. How am I gonna say this? How elaborate? Sorry. And Hans Labua, bit far behind the pack. He's gonna need some catching up to do. No Jug still in P6. And to tell you, D-Max dropping down to P5. This is going to be an interesting restart. We're going to have around, what, 3 laps of racing? Was it maybe too late to pit? Maybe people should have just stuck out. I think it's gonna go in the favor of Shabby here. To be honest with you, I think he's in a really good position to really gain some positions here, especially on those softs. And Felix the Pirate, an unforeseen tragedy, he can hold out. He's technically in the points. Sorry, not in points. In the podium. Speak like a normal person, man. Jesus. I tell you what though, safety cars can be one of the most exciting things and also the most frustrating and boring thing I've ever seen in my... Safety cars on Spa are the worst thing ever created. I genuinely think I'd rather watch cows fly on top of the Dead Sea than safety car laps on Spa. So like it can really shake up the pack, but if you have it frequently on a track like Spa, it is hell, especially in the wets. Oh my god. Cause try my best, but you don't. Oh, racing is resumed. Shut up, stop singing. Safety car is in. We're gonna have 4 laps of racing, 3 laps of racing. Learn how to count. And we've got overtakes already. Brent moves up in the P10. Felix the Pirate is gonna have to fend off some attackers here, and he just fends off Shabby. I don't know how he fended off him, Shabby. He's still gonna be prone from attack. Shabby's right down his rear. He's gonna try to go down the outside. I mean, he just can't get the move done yet. But he's just faster. He's just generally faster. If he avoids an incident, oh, he was very close there. And Shabby moves up in the P3. D-Max stays out in P5. No Jock still in P6. Nuke Nexton moves up in the P9. He's had a really good restart. And D-Mac trying to make that move down on Felix the Pirate. Felix the Pirate really feeling the pressure now, staying out on those hard 10 lap old tires. I think he should have pitted, possibly for some softs, because he's left him in a really bad position. He can still hold out for points, but I don't know. I'm not too sure. He's using his ERS just to stay in front. Like, he's using everything he has. He's throwing everything and the kitchen sink to keep that fourth position away from D-Max and possibly a no jog attack. Oh, and he's touched the wall there. D-Mac shaves off the wall. Not something he wants to see. And that's obviously, he gets the move done. But damn, that was a scary moment for D-Max there. And DTR no jug, trying to get the jugular on Felix the Pirate, and he does. Moves up in a P5 relatively without any problems. Nexton moves up in a P8, and P7 as well. Great battle. Oh, and he's taking him off. The Haas and the Aston Martin. The Haas absolutely takes the Aston Martin out. BVB, Albaldi and Brent are down at P11, P12. There's a 3-second time penalty for D-Max track and sim. There's no safety car going to come out, so there's no chance in hell that anyone's going to be saved by a safety car. But no jug trying to take P4 away from D-Max, and he moves into P4. And Shabby might have been a little bit too late to go for that pit. Maybe he should have stayed out, but he's in P3. Hans Labua moves up into P8. Barry goes down to P9. Having not the best of starts again. But Shabby trying to make that move down on Black Mamba. It's going to be a three-way finish here right until the end. Obviously, I think Shabby gets the victory here with the penalties both these drivers have. Sector 2, we have a problem. That's a Haas, and that's BVB Baldi out. But no, we're not going to have a safety car this time round. We're going to check this. Yeah, so so as it stands, Shabby is first, and probably DTR no jug gets a podium as well. And that's another 3-second time penalty for Wesley. So Shabby moves up into P1. It's a 3 wide. What a move, but the Black Mamba kicks back from the inside. Oh, he's got to be careful there. He doesn't want to get into a collision, an unwanted collision. He has the race win in his hands. Last thing he wants is to crash right before the end. But no jug could make that move on Wesley. He could capitalize. He could get this win if he wants. Everything is all bunched up now. Oh, look at this final lap, how it's going to turn out. From 1 to 5th, everyone is still in it for a win. They're going to push like crazy. They're going to have to push like crazy. Someone like No Jug and D-Max, if he's going to win a shot at that win, he's going to have to get now. He's going to start making moves now. We're going to come down probably to the DRS, past the DRS detection zone. And he's going to have that extra helping of DRS now. Obviously, there's DRS train going on now. But he's going to try to get that move down. He's so close to getting that move. Trying to go around the outside. Same in front of us. Shabby overtakes Black Mamba for the lead. And that's a little bit of a touch there. Oh, so close to the wall. Wesley stays out in front of No Jug. But he's going to have a help of DRS as well. They all have the help of DRS. And No Jug trying to make that move. Trying to make the move down the inside. And that's some late braking from him there, and he takes 3rd place and could possibly move even higher. If he can get this move down on Black Mamba now, he could have a shot of taking down Shabby 2K. He's just gonna have to push like hell. Wesley's out of the race, pushing up D-Max into 4th, and he's gonna be careful here. No jug. He's just not gonna want to crash. He's just gonna have to stay focused, and 2nd is his. But I bet you what, he's gonna want more than 2nd. He's gonna want to try 1st. But you know what? Shabby's just pulled away now. A bit too much. And just an all-round incredible performance from both Shabby and No Jug. Really top of the line stuff. But Shabby just been dominant the whole race. Qualifying, really had one really good lap, and that's it. That's all he needed. And that's the way she wrote. I think we're gonna have our winner here in round 2. Just a perfect race for the Alfa Romeo driver. As we're coming past down the final sets of corners, D-Max get a 3-second time penalty. That's going to be interesting for how they fare up. Probably Felix the Pirate could be in a shout. No, he cannot, sorry. But no jug. Could make that move down on Black Mamba. Make the formalities a thing of the past. But it doesn't matter. No one's going to catch our race winner here today. He comes from Alfa Romeo. He's not too shabby himself. Shabby 2K wins in Saudi Arabia. No jug. Takes second. Black Mamba rounds out the podium positions in third place. DTR fourth. Sorry, DTR D-Max fourth. Felix the Pirate fifth. Hans Labua sixth. Quite good. Oh, and Barry overtakes him. Probably due to some penalties. Barry comes in sixth. Hans Labua is in seventh. Brent in 8th, next and out in 9, rounding up our point finishes. Thank you guys if you enjoyed the stream. I really enjoyed the stream. It was really entertaining all around from all the drivers, to be honest with you. But Shabby, just man, I think we need to start drug testing some of your drivers here, man, because Shabby just absolutely was on point today. Every single thing was on point with him today. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Thank you, Kai. But for how good Shabby was, I think driver of the day, and I think in one of these cases I agree with. No Jug deserves driver of the day, man. He just ran through that pack. I mean, probably if he doesn't start out at the back, could challenge probably for a win. But you know what? Shabby is just too good today. And he is your Saudi Arabian Grand Prix race winner. And that's round 2 finished. So you can join us next week for round 3. This was my first commentating job in DTR. I hope you enjoyed the stream as much as I enjoy commentating that. Really exciting stuff, really great driving all around, to be honest with you, for some of the drivers. And yeah, we're going to see our finishing grid now as it stands, and that rounds our round 2 of Division 0 in DTR Season 5. Shabby is our race winner. This is just our grid finish, and it's been a joy to watch, to be honest with you guys. Great stuff, guys. Great stream all around. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching, and join back for some more great racing here at DTR, to be honest with you guys. Really good stuff. See you and peace.